The Columbine High School massacre occurred on April 20th, 1999, in Columbine, Colorado, and remains one of the deadliest mass shootings in American history. The perpetrators were two senior students at Columbine High School, Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. On the morning of April 20th, Harris and Klebold arrived separately at the school armed with firearms, including a semi-automatic rifle, a pump-action shotgun, and several homemade bombs. Their initial plan was to set off a large number of explosives in the school's cafeteria during lunchtime, causing maximum casualties. When the bombs failed to detonate as planned, they began their attack by firing their guns in the school parking lot, then entering the school through separate doors. Throughout the next hour, Harris and Klebold moved through the school, targeting students and faculty indiscriminately. They shot at people in the library, hallways, and classrooms. They also threw pipe bombs and other explosives, further terrorizing the school. The response from law enforcement was initially delayed and confused, leading to critical minutes passing before SWAT teams entered the school. Harris and Klebold took their own lives in the library before they could be apprehended by police. In total, they killed 12 students and one teacher, and injured 21 others before committing suicide. The massacre shocked the nation and led to significant debates and discussions about gun control, school safety, bullying, and the influence of violent media on young minds. It also prompted changes in police tactics and school security measures across the United States. The Columbine shooting remains a stark reminder of the potential for violence in schools and continues to influence discussions on how to prevent such tragedies in the future. Certainly, here's a more comprehensive account of the Columbine High School massacre, including additional details and context. Background asterisk. Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold were both students at Columbine High School in Littleton, Colorado. Leading up to April 20th, 1999, they had been planning a massacre for over a year. They were described by peers as outsiders who were bullied and ostracized, although later investigations revealed they were not direct targets of bullying. Planning and preparation asterisk. Harris and Klebold meticulously planned the attack, acquiring an arsenal of weapons and explosives. They obtained guns through a friend who was legally able to purchase them, and they built homemade bombs using guides found on the internet. Their original plan involved planting propane bombs in the school cafeteria to cause maximum casualties, but when these devices failed to detonate as planned, they improvised their attack. The day of the massacre asterisk. On the morning of April 20th, 1999, Harris and Klebold arrived at Columbine High School armed with firearms, including a TEC-9 semi-automatic pistol, a sawed-off shotgun, and a high-point carbine. They also carried propane bombs and pipe bombs in duffel bags. They wore trench coats to conceal their weapons and ammunition. Timeline of the attack asterisk. 11:19 a.m. asterisk. Harris and Klebold began their assault outside the school, shooting at students in the parking lot and injuring several. Approximately 11:24 a.m. asterisk. They entered the school through separate entrances and proceeded to the cafeteria. Their plan to detonate bombs in the cafeteria failed, resulting in no explosions. 11:29 a.m. asterisk. They began shooting in the school hallways and classrooms, targeting anyone they encountered. 11:35 a.m. asterisk. They entered the library, where the majority of their victims were killed or injured. They taunted and mocked some of their victims before shooting them. 11:36 a.m. asterisk. They briefly exited the library to check on their propane bombs in the cafeteria, but did not detonate them. Approximately 12:08 p.m. asterisk. After about 40 minutes of shooting, Harris and Klebold took their own lives in the library using firearms. Victims asterisk. Harris and Klebold killed 12 students and one teacher, and injured 21 others. the school. SWAT teams surrounded the building but did not enter for over 30 minutes after the shooting began. This delay allowed Harris and Klebold to continue their attack unchecked.